everyone. Welcome to Words of Nerds podcast. My name is Danny. We are here to talk about gaming, nerd culture, and everything that's in between. Let's give an introduction of everyone. Going around, starting from me. My name is Danny. I'm a teacher who teaches video game development and coding for young students at middle schools and elementary schools. Kwame, could you give your introduction?
Hi, I'm Kwame. I am a software developer as well as an anime and gaming aficionado.
All right, and Try Guy M.
Hi, I'm Try. I am a full-time nerd, and I am an anime comic aficionado. Gaming too, to a degree, but mostly for me, my background's mostly comics and anime.
And Andrew.
What's up? Andrew here. Former researcher, now local community manager, foodie. I make spreadsheets for all my favorite things. Karaoke, happy hour, brunch, trivia soon, and your neighborhood blurred.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that. So let's give a round of everyone's most anticipated nerdy thing coming up in 2026. This could be either a video game, movie, anything that's nerd related. Let's start with Try Guy M.
That's a good question. There's a lot coming out this year. Very busy. I'm probably there's a lot of really good anime coming out, a lot of repeats, new seasons coming up in the summer season, especially spring and summer. And then there's a lot of new content coming out online, like the new Daredevil's coming out this month in a couple weeks. And the Lanterns finally dropped. That's looking getting some mixed reviews. Some people aren't happy with it. I thought it looked great, but there's a lot of good content coming up. So I think those, and then more movies coming out this summer. So yeah, looking forward to a lot.
All right, thank you. How about Drew?
It is going to be an eventful year indeed. So most immediately for me, Super Mario Brothers Galaxy, of course. It's gonna be an amazing movie. I remember when the first one came out, my sister insisted that I wait for her and my nieces, and we all went and saw it together. We wore masks, we wore Mario stuff, and I plan on going up to New York this year for National Siblings Day, and we're gonna run it back. It's gonna be awesome.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And Kwame.
Right now, I think the closest thing for me it would probably be Daredevil, like Try said. I'm not sure exactly when, but I think The Mandalorian was supposed to be coming back sometime this year. That was the only other thing. I have feelings about Lanterns, but I'll share that later. And as from the anime side, I'm enjoying Freerun that's back. It's not what I usually watch, but I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome. And for me, you guys all touched on what I wanted to look forward to as well. Daredevil, of course, Lanterns, and a lot of great anime. So speaking of anime, let's go into the 2025 Anime Awards from Anime Corner. And I want to leave this up to Try Guy M and Kwame. They are our resident anime experts. So how do you feel about this list of awards?
You want to go first, Kwame, or you want me to?
I'm trying to pull the list up. Who was the source for you?
I could share the screen. Just a moment here. Sharing screen. Allow. And boom. There you go. So it should be coming up on our video conference.
That is very, very tiny. It's very small. Could you just tell me where you were looking at so we can just pull it?
Let me see if I could try to make it bigger.
Yeah, the resolution is dropping as you increase the size.
Okay, maybe I could share the file version for you. Try Guy M, can you take it over and I'll share a image file for Kwame?
Sure. Yep. So the top of the list was a video anime that came out, Togepi, and it was, for me personally, I watched the first 2 episodes of it, and it was really serious. It's a really kind of depressing storyline. So, I mean, it got a lot of critical acclaim, and it got a lot of chatter on it this year, but it was kind of disturbing to me. So it wasn't really in my wheelhouse. I know a lot of people really got into it, but it was a short anime too. It was only like, I think 7 episodes or something like that. It was not the full normal 12, 13. So, but yeah, but that one, I'm not sure it'd be, for me personally, it would not have been at the top of my list. For me personally, if we're talking 2025, one of the biggest things that is just blaringly for me missing is that Solo Leveling's not on this list at all. So I don't know how you can have a list of top animes for the year without Solo Leveling being on it. So that was on there. The other stories that are on here, the big ones for me, like I watched Fragrant Flower. It was okay. It was a nice anime. It was a romance anime, high school romance one. Really, for me, the go-tos on this list are, I'm going to butcher the name. I apologize in advance. The Gachakuda. That one was really good. That one, I really enjoyed that. It was a different art style. It was really raw. And it was kind of had like a tagging feel, like a graffiti feel to it. And that was a big storyline throughout the show. And it was really good. Some of the ones that aren't on here besides Solo Leveling's not on there. Another show that I know Danny and I talked about a lot was Sakamoto Days, and that's not on here either. And you had season 1 and 2, and neither one of them got on here. So that kind of surprised me a little. But again, that just may be my bias, so I don't know. Another one that's not on there was Cleavitas, which was a big anime. Immediately they announced the 2nd season as soon as it wrapped up. But that was also fantasy. That was a really good one. But no, but there's a bunch that are on here. Like, I mean, you can't go wrong with Spy Family. That's on the list. Apothecary Diaries was really good. That one's more of a period piece, but it's also a mystery, like trying to figure things out. So they tied up a lot of things in that. I thought they did it really well. The pacing on that was fantastic. It was a very engaging storyline. So, but I'm rambling. So let me kick it over to Kwame.
So I'm now looking at the list, and I had a lot of the same concerns that Try had. The fact that Sakamoto was missing, that Solo Leveling was missing, it makes you wonder about the criteria that goes into these lists. If they're actually like based on what the community is seeing, or if these figures are just put up by the studios themselves. Looking at the list here as well, Gachiakuta was a really good show. I see it won a bunch of stuff. It won Best Fantasy, Best Supporting Character. Spy X Family, I have been meaning to get back into it. I haven't as yet. I've heard good things about Apothecary, but I haven't looked into that one either. The movie for Chainsaw Man was actually really good. I went and saw it in theaters. I really enjoyed it. I left My Hero Academia a long time ago. It goes into the pile of animes that I used to like, and then I had to abandon. So it sits with One Piece in that bucket. I left One Piece as well. But other than that,
That hurts my heart.
that's fine. That is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay if it hurts. What I'm saying is,
The My Hero Academy, what's annoying me with that is every time they say it's done, then they have a spinoff, or now they have another episode coming out. So it's like it keeps coming back and coming back.
another thing that I don't know. So that would have been for this year. So for this year coming up, I'm glad to see that Fire Force is back, because I think it was a really good show and it went under the radar for a lot of people. I haven't heard many people talking about Fire Force, and it's actually really good. So hopefully it gets its flowers. I like to see when studios do different things.
And that's the end of our first episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry to say that I lost some audio in this episode because I was playing background videos in some of our conversations, and I had the video volume turned on. That's why the first episode is so short. With that said though, I'm still learning this process from the ground up, and I promise you that with every project we'll keep getting better. In the meantime, here's a segment I like to call Deals with Danny, where I show you my hand-picked selection of the latest accessible gaming deals that I think you guys might be interested in. Take a look. Links will be in the description. First up, free games. Nothing better in consumerism than free, am I right? On Epic Games right now, there's a cozy game called Cozy Grove that's free for download. It's a life sim game about camping on an island. Sound familiar? But it comes with a twist. It'll be free until March 19th at 11 a.m. And there's another one called Isanzo, the Italian Front, which is available until March 19th. It's a World War I FPS. And on the Epic Games mobile store, there's Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap, a critically acclaimed Metroidvania remake of the 1989 Sega classic. Check those out if you're interested. At the time of this video, today will be the last day for Mario Day sales for Mario games on the Switch and Switch 2. These deals end on March 15 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. So if you're interested. Up next, I found this deal thanks to Wario64. Best Buy has a 10,000 mAh Baseus power bank for $10. This is 50% off the MSRP. And finally, here are some games on membership that you may already be subscribed to, but you might not know about yet. Overcooked All You Can Eat arrived on Netflix Games this month. You can stream it on your Netflix TV app and play with your phone as a controller. There are many other games on Netflix that's available to members, so check those out when you get a chance. And of course, there's Luna, the gaming service from Amazon Prime, which offers a multitude of great games that are freely available to members. Some of them you can claim and keep forever, while others are in the library of streamable titles. Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep is one of those games you can claim, while games like Alan Wake 2, Indiana Jones, and Dave the Diver are available to stream. This next promo isn't about gaming, but I want to let you know about Chef. Chef is a food service that delivers fresh, restaurant-quality meals from certified and vetted cooks in your local community. I actually tried it out this past week, and it was genuinely amazing. The portion sizes were generous, and the taste was definitely restaurant quality. Now, I'm not being paid for this ad, but I do have an offer that can benefit the both of us. If you sign up using my link or code, DanielK84, you can get $30 off your first 2 orders, and I'll get 2 $30 discounts as well. And last but not least, we want to do a giveaway for our listeners. We have a $10 gift card to Dave & Buster's, so if you like, subscribe, and DM us on Instagram at Words of Nerds by the release of our next podcast, we'll pick a random winner. So with that, I want to thank you all for tuning into our first podcast episode. Please stay tuned for our next one. Take care.